Hi guys, it's Grace. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup routine. The other day, one of my friends, Cadence, was like, Grace, I was watching your video and you put on a lot of makeup, but you made it look so natural, and I don't know how you did that. So I thought I would come on here and show you guys how I achieve my natural look. And yes, I probably wear way more makeup than you guys do every day, but I enjoy the art of it, and yeah, I don't know. Once I find something that works, I do it. Anyway, I'm not at all saying that this is how much makeup you guys should be wearing every day, because it's different for everyone else and everyone's skin and what they want to look like and everything, but I'm just going to show you guys how I achieve my natural look for school. So if you want to see that, keep watching. Okay, so starting off, I think it's really important to wear a sunscreen, and the one I wear is the Glossier Invisible Shield Daily Sunscreen, and I also use this to act as a primer, and I mean, it works for me and I love it, so I just use one little pump of that and put that on my face. The next thing I do is concealer. So I don't wear foundation to school. I used to.
That's a tea, sis.
I know, but it was like not as full coverage of a foundation. I just use concealer now. I have two concealers that I use. I either use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Sand, or this Be Bright Illuminating Concealer from Kokie Professional in the color Light. I actually got this in my Ipsy bag and I love it. I actually have been loving it more than my Tarte Shape Tape, but just use whatever concealer you have. I put it under my eyes, I put a little bit on my chin, and then a little bit on my forehead. Boop, boop. And if you didn't know, I do my makeup in my room. I used to do it in the bathroom, but I moved everything to this vanity in my room. I really like to get my beauty sponge wet, so how I do that is I keep a mason jar of water, and I change out the water every once in a while, but that's how I get my beauty blender wet. And then I just dab my concealer around my face, and then I also get it on my eyes to even out the skin up there. Next, I go in with the powder. I use this Chanel powder from kind of a long time ago. I just put that all over my face to kind of set the concealer. And I kind of use the concealer, like I try to get it from under my eyes to like pretty much this whole cheek. So it almost acts as like a little bit of foundation, but it's not too heavy. And that's something else that I like about this concealer that I got in my Ipsy bag, is that it's kind of thin, as the Tarte Shape Tape concealer is pretty thick and full coverage. So I've been really appreciating like lighter makeup lately, even though you're about to see me put on a bunch. But I used to be someone who like would not leave the house without makeup. I was so self-conscious and I would wear so much every day, and I would have to wake up so early. Like last year, I wore makeup every day my freshman year, and then this year I've, wanted more sleep and just been a little bit more confident in how I look. But I like to give my skin breaks. Anyway, now that my face is set, or my like concealer is set, I'm gonna go in with blush. I think it's really important that you add some sort of coloring to your face, because if I don't put anything else on, I mean, I still look good. I mean, that sounded so like arrogant. My makeup still looks good, but I get kind of washed out because I'm really pale, so all my pale girls, where you at? For today's video, I'm going to use the Color Party, so this is what it looks like. So I kind of just put some on my brush and I smile and put it on the apples of my cheeks, and then I push it back further. And I look like a clown at first. Like, as you can see, I don't look normal. I do it to the other side. And then something that I've recently added to my routine is taking a little bit of the same color blush and putting it on the tip of my nose. I think it's really cute. Sometimes I do bronzer, but I just have to add some sort of coloring to my face because I am so pale, and I'm not someone who blushes easily. So I like to add the blush. The next thing that I do is I take this Hourglass powder, ambient lighting powder in the color Dim Light. Wow, I'm struggling speaking right now. I love this powder. It is kind of pricey, but I've had it for more than a year now, and it's almost like you're adding like a filter onto your face. It just adds a little bit of sparkle to your face, which I really like. It kind of makes me feel like a queen because I start to glow. It also helps me dull out my blush. I mean, I already feel like I look better, that I'm like glowing and shiny, and I think that this adds a lot to your makeup look. But I mean, obviously, like, it's not a necessity, but I don't know, something about it just makes my face look so like smooth and dewy and glowy, which I appreciate. The next thing that I do, if I do eyeshadow, which sometimes I do to wear to school, I use my Naked 3 palette, which has a bunch of beautiful pink colors. I kind of do the same look, so I'll just go through that quickly with you guys. Just use this brush. You probably have one in your eyeshadow set. It's just like, I don't know, flat. Pretty much I go in with the first color that's called Strange. I tap off the excess on here, and I just put that all over my lid as sort of like a base, and it's almost setting my concealer, which I use as a eyeshadow primer, but this is also a good base for the shadows just to start and even out the coloring on your eyes. Next, I take the color Limit, which is this light pink color. I tap off the excess, because if you don't tap off the excess that you didn't tap off will end up under your eye, which is kind of hard to take off. And I just rub that into my crease a little bit. And to be honest, you guys, you don't need an eyeshadow set to do eyeshadow, because sometimes I just use this brush. Like, I just recently started using like all the different types of brushes, but this I've only, like, if you just have like this basic brush, like, you can do so many things with it. Next, I take the color Nooner, which is like a darker pink, like darker blush almost. I put that over top in my crease. And you might be like, Grace, you look kind of crazy. And that's when you might want to have like another brush, even in the same shape as that one, just like clean, or one of these brushes that you can use to blend. And you can either leave it right there, or you can get your brush wet, whether that be with water or setting spray. I've been using water. And I either take one of these first two sparkly colors, or lately I've been doing the color Trick, and I put that on my lid. When you get your brush wet, that helps the sparkles show up more easily, and they are more pigmented. Plus, it kind of reduces fallout from the shadow. Something I like about this eyeshadow look is that it's pretty natural, but you can also wear it out, like out to dinner or whatever, and it still looks nice, but it's light enough that you can also wear it in the day. If I do eyeshadow, it's usually this for school. And then I just finish my look off with mascara. There's 3 mascaras that I use. A drugstore option that I use is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I love this stuff. I also have this Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara, which I actually gave away in one of my giveaways recently. And this is such an amazing mascara. Or I like the Brooklyn & Bailey Lash Next Door mascaras. Mascara is really important to me because I have blonde eyelashes, and you probably can't tell on the camera, you can't see them. I have pretty long eyelashes, but because they're blonde, you can't see them. Then I just set my face with a setting spray. I have a few. I have the Urban Decay All Nighter, which I love. I also have the MAC Prep and Prime. Today I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. I don't do anything to my eyebrows because it's hard to find a color for blonde eyebrows, but I did that for a little bit. I did like a tinted like little brow gel thing, but I got over it. And then I just finish it off with lip gloss, and this is the Chanel lip gloss in the color Rouge Cocoa. It's super gorgeous, and it adds a lot to your look. Sometimes I'll walk out of my room like after I'm done doing my makeup, and my mom will be like, Grace, you look so pretty, but maybe you should add some lip gloss, because after you put all this like foundation and everything, your lips get like, my lips get makeup on it, but it also just makes you look like you forgot a step. So just putting something on your lips. And yeah, so you're probably like, Grace, you literally wear so much makeup, and yes I do, but I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you want more makeup videos, let me know down below and what kind of things you would want to learn. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.